everybody, how you doing? Welcome to American Defender. So, the B3-1, B3-2, these underlever Chinese air rifles like this. Love these things, by the way. Absolutely love them. Very fun air guns. They're rated to shoot around 500 to 600 feet per second. It depends upon where you buy it. I would say 500 is probably more along the lines of where they should be rated. But they're an absolutely fantastic rifle. I've got a full review on it up. Before, I didn't have such a great opinion on these, but once I've learned to understand them a little bit better, and I also took that one apart again and just stripped it down to nothing and got in there with a toothbrush on a wooden dowel, taped to a wooden dowel, and just scrubbed the crap out of everything. I finally got all the oil out of it, so it quit dieseling on me. I've had it for over a year now, and I think I've had it for 2 years actually, and yeah, I'm finally to the point where it doesn't diesel. But there's a video going around, it's been out for a very long time, from a gentleman that's very well respected, and I was very curious about his video, and that gentleman, YouTuber, his name on YouTube, you all know him, we all love him, Fledermaus. Okay, he does a video about these rifles, discussing these little guys right here. So I've been sitting here with the crony, and I was going to go through and do all the shooting and stuff, but my crony's not working with me, and it's going to turn a video that should only be about 8 to 10 minutes into like 30 to 35. So that's why I'm doing it this way. I'm just gonna be a talking head video. I wanted to know if these little sink washers, okay, 1/4 inch beveled washers with a 9/16 of an inch outside diameter. Okay, I wanted to know, because I've heard a lot of people say that these are a very good option for breech seals. Now, my breech seal on my gun is fine. All right, that's been a very lightly used air gun. I might take it out every now and again and run 2 or 3 pellets through it, and then it goes right back in the safe. I've probably shot it more today testing these things than I have in the 2 years I've used it. So I kind of wanted to find out if, if there's a myth to these things working, if there was a little bit of some cinematography. Not that I don't trust Fledermaus, but I just kind of wanted to see for myself and have a little bit of some verification. So what I did is I chronographed my gun with the factory seal, and on average this gun averages with a field target trophy 22 caliber pellet from H&N. It averages 440 feet per second. So I took my seal out. I didn't break it. I was very careful about it, and I went and I ran through a few different seals, and I did a few different I did it both directions. I did it with the flat side of the seal facing the breech, and then I did it with the cone side, if you guys can see that at all. This is how they actually look. They got a little bit of a bevel or a cone to them. I did it with that side facing the breech, and what I got were some really interesting results. Fledermaus in his video says it doesn't matter which way you go, they do the same. This is where I disagree with him. When I put this seal, let me very carefully here, when I put this seal right here in, as you can see, it's been pressed on. When I put it in with the cone side facing your breech, and what I'm talking about on your gun is this guy right here, right, facing this. Now I've got something in here, and I'm gonna have to decoct that later, but when I did that, my average feet per second dropped from 440 feet per second to my average went to 183 feet per second using that side. I took it out and I placed another one in, and I used the flat side. When I used the flat side, my average feet per second went up to 380 feet per second. So there is absolutely a right way and a wrong way to use these sink washers in your air rifle if you're going to use them for a breech seal. Honestly, I don't know if they're still in business anymore, but if they are, I would just go to Archer Air Guns and for 20 bucks get the 4 new seals and be good. Okay. If anybody out there by chance knows if Archer Air Guns is still in business, please let me know, because I would like to order a QB78 from him. But anyway, not to get distracted here. So I went up. There is a correct way to do it. You want the flat side facing that cone, that forcing cone, I'll call it, on your breech. But why are we getting such a, drastic reduction still in our feet per second? Is it leaking? No. It is sealing it. It seals it off. But the reason we're getting such a drastic reduction in the feet per second is because of the hole in the center of this washer. Okay? If you look really close, you can kind of see, you see the breech where it's like dimpled in there, kind of cut into it? That's how big around that breech is. It's just a little bit bigger than a 22 caliber pellet. So what you're actually doing is restricting the airflow going into that pellet. By doing that, then you don't have as much energy from the air. It can't move as freely through its port straight to the pellet like it's designed to do. So you're choking it down. So it reduces your feet per second. So how would we use one of these seals, and how would we keep it to where we're around our 440 or over 400 feet per second? Well, to be honest with you, I haven't done it yet, but I surmise that after measuring this is 252 thousandths of an inch. If we could take a 1/4 inch drill bit, dead center in this, and drill a hole through it, that would leave us 2 thousandths of an inch for seal surface. If we could go a little bit less than that, say to because a 1/4 inch drill bit is 0.250, it's 250. If we could go just a little less than that, if we could go to say a 248 drill bit, give ourselves 4 thousandths of an inch, then that would give us enough clearance here that when we would go to shut the rifle, it would actually push this seal up over that forcing cone and allow this flat spot back here to mate up against the flat spot on the breech and completely seal the rifle. As it sits right now, the only thing that this is allowing it to seal is the very edge of that forcing cone. So there is potential for a leak. There might be a leak, even though I said that there wasn't before, and I still don't believe that there is a leak, but there is definitely also a restriction. And by drilling it out that 1/4 of an inch, we're removing that restriction. So what we're going to be doing is taking this seal, modifying it in our gun, and well, fixing our gun and actually repairing it. You can buy a package of 10 of these for about $3. So that's kind of what I learned about this. That's been exactly what I found. If your factory seal is still good, still pliable, keep with it. It is a better seal, and it's the one designed for the gun. But if you do have one of these air rifles, and you try this beveled washer thing, and you notice it's just not hitting quite right, drill out the center of the washer and watch what happens. So with that, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I just wanted to run this by y'all, let you know about it. And with that, I'm going to get out of here. So guys, stay safe out there. Remember, take a kid fishing, take a kid shooting. Like, hit that notification bell, and subscribe. And remember, I will see you on the flip. Bye now.